Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's Happy Saturday, but you know what? Whenever you listen, it's gonna be a happy day. Whatever you listen,
That's
whether
right.
it's
What's up, everybody?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Happy day every day.
Yeah, she just happy, y'all. What's up, everybody?
Listen, if you are just watching us and you are, make sure to do us a favor. Make sure you share our video, share our podcast. Hit the share button. It is free. If you are on YouTube, just hit a subscribe. Let people know we are on because we're super excited today.
Yeah, and if you're on the Tiki Taki,
Oh,
make
yeah,
sure
we
you
are.
follow
Yeah.
us on
Yeah.
on driver seat. Come on, y'all. Make sure y'all follow
What
us.
is it though? What is it, driver?
It's drivers dot six, right? Yeah, drivers dot
Okay.
six. So if you're on the Tiki Taki,
Tiki
make
talk,
sure
talk.
that y'all are
Tiki,
following
talk,
us.
talk.
And if you're on Facebook, make sure you share. Sharing is what?
Caring.
And
Listen, this is our first time this morning being live on TikTok, and we're super excited. You know, that's the growth, right?
yeah, it is. I'm excited. And guess what? You can call in today. So for those of you all who are watching and listening, you can call in today at 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128.
So yeah. So this morning, what's our word today? Our word today is
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I had a sticky situation, but they was like, nah, residuals.
so we wanted to clean it up just a little bit. You know, we want to be a little bit. We want to be positive this morning. When
See,
you
we got
say-
referral right there. That's what I'm talking about. See, look, we got referral right here. I like that though. But let's talk about it. So, you know, Queen, you've been in this business. How many years you been selling cars?
None of your business.
Oh, well, so for those
20
who are
plus. 20 plus.
okay, so for 20 plus years, one of the most flattering things that can happen is someone give a referral and send somebody back to you. So let's kind of talk about it.
So the easiest thing, the best thing, if you want to do anything for the Queen, Regina, the Queen of Carolina, the best thing you can do for me is give me a referral.
Yeah.
People, the best advice that I can give anybody, if you're selling clothes, if you're selling shoes, if you have your own comedy show, or anything,
Or
you're
if you're a
selling
therapist.
anything, or if you're a therapist,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. The best thing a person can do is refer someone.
Yeah.
Reason it is free, it's advice, it's free, it's free, it's free.
Yeah.
And then the best thing you can do is refer somebody because they trust you.
Mhm.
If somebody refers you and say, hey, you know what, go see Regina, or go see Dr. T,
Mhm.
or talk to Dr. T, that means they trust you.
Yeah, and you stand behind your word and your word.
Exactly.
And so when I think about referrals, like so as a therapist, when people refer someone to me, I'm honored, right? So no matter, regardless if I end up being their therapist or not, I'm honored that you even thought enough for me to mention my name in another room. You're not gatekeeping. You're not keeping the information to yourself. If you can help somebody, that's the best thing you can do. Refer them.
You know what? Sometimes people business are just based on referrals.
That is.
That's the only thing they get is referrals.
Okay, well, good morning. Wait, this good morning, Loving Our Family 5 said she's watching from TikTok and YouTube. Okay, good
We
morning.
appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much, Miss Lucas. We
Hit that
appreciate
share
you.
button. Hit that share button.
Hit the share button. So, you know what I learned about referrals, though? Referrals begot more referrals. Like, when you refer somebody, if they're comfortable with your service or if they like your service, they'll keep referring. So if you're a good salesperson or if you're a good therapist or a good entrepreneur, period, when someone refers you, they'll continue referring. Like more people will continue referring if you do a good job.
So anyway, so let me just say this. So what does referral mean to you? Do you have your own business or exactly what do you do? What
Yeah.
do you do? Does somebody refer you business?
Yeah, me? Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking in general. I'm talking
Oh,
to our
okay.
audience. You know,
Yeah.
what kind of business are you in that you're getting referrals?
Yeah. And are you referring people? So even if you're not in a business yourself, are you personally referring people? I know people get on different social medias and say, listen, I'm looking for a doctor, I'm looking for a dentist, I'm looking for a mechanic, I'm looking for a car. They get on social media because that's one of the biggest platforms where you can get on and get referrals from.
I just thought about something.
What?
And you got to watch when you refer somebody, and you got to look at what they do. It's because I was just thinking, if you so say teeth, right?
Yeah.
Say if someone looking for a dentist,
Yeah.
you better look in their mouth first.
Yeah. Well,
If you talk to somebody and you talking to your friend, you talking to someone, and they say, "Well, I know this dentist," and you look in their mouth and their mouth toe up,
Oh Lord.
you better walk away.
You better walk
so
away.
you got you
So
got
how you referring and you haven't utilized the services?
Right. You and then not to say you don't have to utilize the service. Let me just say that I have people that refer me business that don't buy cars from me, right? Because maybe they went somewhere else. I had the car that they wanted, right? That they didn't have. I didn't have the car they wanted, right? But they refer me business. But I'm just saying, if somebody say, I got a dentist for you, and their mouth tore from the floor up, then you better walk away. But you just got to be careful on who refers business, who you listening to for a referral. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
It's just like if you need to get your car serviced, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they said, well, go check out Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. And they go down the street somewhere else. What you doing?
Yeah. Why aren't you using the same
Why
referral?
aren't you using the same referral?
Yeah.
Or maybe you have gone somewhere. Maybe you have gone somewhere else, and maybe you're coming to Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, or who had that great experience?
Yeah.
That's why when I sell a car, some of my cousins, not all of them, they let me take a picture and I share. Or I said, well, can you share on your platform?
Yeah, picture is worth 1,000 words. Like, people see pictures, they like, oh, let me go. Oh, that's another form of advertisement too.
Exactly, and it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Actually free.
Yeah. And so a lot of things that I purchase, it comes from referrals. It comes from me seeing other satisfied customers. It comes from good reviews. I read reviews. So even if you refer me somewhere, I'll go to that person's page and I'll look at reviews. So,
well, that makes sense.
Or business page or what have you.
Well, that makes sense because now Google is the life of things,
Girl, Google, and now the AI has come on the scene.
Exactly.
You go to ChatGPT, and it'll create you something. It'll create you a whole plan for something.
Well, let me just say, so the thing about Google is that if you get some bad reviews, you got to get some good reviews out there.
Oh yeah.
Because I got a couple bad reviews out there. People got mad about certain things. They didn't buy a car from me, and or something happened, and so the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah, but you got to weed out stuff too, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes people are just difficult, and they're giving you a bad review based on their issues. It has nothing to do with what you did for them, but because you didn't produce what they wanted you to, they'll give you a bad review.
That's true.
And so it's not necessarily that you didn't offer a good service to them. You're just not going to be able to satisfy everybody. And you have to have that within your mind going into any business. I may not be able to satisfy you, but I'm going to give you the best service that I can.
That's right.
And whatever you say about me, that's what you say. In Google, even though we go to it, we look at reviews, you still have to weed things out. Because if you have 2,000 good reviews and you got 3 bad, the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah, so you're right. I'm glad that you brought that up. So we just want to tell you, too, if you are new watching the show, just make sure that you share. Even if you're not new, just make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Share to some groups. Share to your friends. Let people know we're on because are we giving away a gift card today?
I don't know. If you want to, we can. Well, listen, we got a special guest in the studio, so it depends. If folks calling in, we giving away gift cards today.
And if you're not calling in, we ain't talking to you. We're going to talk to you in the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
But today you got to call in.
Yeah, 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. I'm excited. We got a guest in the studio.
I'm super excited because
we got the dickety doctor.
Well, it's always good when we can have men on.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We had a man last week.
Yes.
Before that, we had a man. So 3 weeks in a row. This must be men's month.
Yes.
Father's Day is tomorrow. Is this men's month?
It's
the last
men's
3 weeks
month.
we have had men on.
Yes.
This has never happened with us. 3 men in a row.
Yeah, but I'm excited because, ladies, if you are listening today, we are going to be dropping some nuggets. We got the doctor in the house today, Dr. Dre. And so I'm excited.
No, not the Dr. Dre. The
Dr. Dre, right.
The therapist.
Yeah, so I'm excited for Andre Charlie. He is in the house today. He is the owner. Well, he in the house. He in the pod. He in the set. He on the set today, and he is the owner of Affecting Change LLC. He's a mental health therapist. So, ladies, gentlemen, get your pencils and your paper. We're gonna be talking about ACEs today. He'll break that down, and we'll also be able to ask him some questions regarding relationships.
Ooh, y'all know y'all need this. Y'all know we need this, right?
I'm excited. The last time he was on screen with us, he wasn't in the pod. So now he in the pod, we can put him in the hot seat.
In the
Okay.
hot seat. You
In the
gonna
hot
probably put
seat.
them in the hot seat.
Probably. Yeah. So get your papers, your pencils, share with your friends, and tell them we getting ready to come back with Dre.
With hundreds of new and used vehicles available right now, we have options for every budget. The Queen and Michelle are here to help you get rolling today.
While the Queen gets you in the door, I get you the best deals.
Bring your down payment and I'll match it up to $500.
Bad credit? Don't sweat it. Regina, she's the queen of car loans. She'll get you approved.
Call me today at 248-297-6675. 248-297-6675.
Joe knows the best way to buy a car.
Master Baker Sierra Crudup, owner of Delicious Sweets Bake Shop and Craven Cookies, located at 203 South Washington Street in Saginaw, Michigan, inside of the SVRC Marketplace. If you're looking for delicious sweets, this is the place to stop in. They specialize in homemade desserts and one-of-a-kind custom cakes. They can be reached at 248-836-8080 or dsibakeshop.com.
Hey, Detroit, summertime means road trips and concerts. You gotta pull up looking good. Bad credit? Don't sweat it. Regina, she's the queen of car loans. She'll get you approved.
At Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford. It's the summer upgrade match.
And right now, we will match up to $500 of your down payment.
Come see the queen of car loans at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet.
Call me today at 248-297-6675. 248-297-6675. Are we back?
We are back.
How did we not know we were back? What happened?
Because you ain't paying attention.
Okay.
You ain't paying attention this morning. So listen, y'all, we are back with Andre Charlie. And I told you all he is the owner of Affecting Change LLC. He over here messing with his phone right now, y'all. He ain't, you know. Good morning, Sabrina. How you doing this morning? So, Sabrina, we on with Dr. Dre this morning. So, Dr. Dre, what's up?
What's going on, people?
Listen, you haven't been on with us in quite some time. So, listen, the women are on, the men are on. We just on. Let's talk about today. What we talking about?
Hey, we're going to talk about adverse childhood experiences, which you may have heard as ACEs, and our community.
Okay, let's talk about it. But before we get started,
What is
you got a
ACEs,
question.
though?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm over here. Okay, so I'm not in the mental health world. You know, when I'm around Dr. T, I've grown my inner self. You know, I'm not.
Come on,
gonna-
inner
I've grown
self. She
So
using
look,
the right terms
Right.
and
I've
everything.
grown my inner self, and I have many many triggers, right? That really kind of get me out of my character sometime, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been working on some things, right? But when I saw the word ACE, I'm like, well, how the HELL chopsticks? What is that?
Adverse childhood experiences. Those
ACE,
experiences.
Adverse Childhood Experiences.
Oh, adverse
AC.
childhood
Experience,
experience.
ACE. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And things that we went through in our life before we were 18 in relation to household issues, abuse, neglect.
We got a call.
Recently added
Oh,
in.
closer to the mic, Dre. Get close to the mic, Dre.
Dre, this your third time being with us. Stop showing out.
I ain't know. Maybe the mic got to be higher. Maybe somebody short was here.
Yeah, you.
Do you need to adjust it a little bit?
Do we need to adjust the mic for the doctor?
All right,
Just a
go
little
up.
bit. No, don't mess it up. Don't
Yeah,
mess
don't
it
touch
up. Doc.
that. Don't touch that. We're doing it right.
All right. My chiropractor gonna be very mad at y'all.
Yeah, he'll be
That's all
all
right.
He pay him enough.
Let's get into it. So, ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, and so you said these are things that happened before the age of 18.
Before the age of 18, in relation to abuse, neglect, and household issues, community violence, those things that you may have experienced, went through, gone through, and it's about the fact that you went through it, but how it affects you, how it impacts you.
So, you know, as I hear the word, right, I'm thinking about even as adults, right? So we grow up with this trauma that we have experienced as children. How does that affect many of the adults today that you see?
So, when we do not have healing related to our childhood issues, it interacts with other people before we even realize that it's interacting with other people. And what that means is our responses show up behaviors, how we handle people, how we disappear from people, evade situations. So you have all of those things going on that you don't really know why you don't mess with people, or why you feel triggered, or why you feel like they are not showing up the way you want them to, need them to. And those are because we have developed certain behaviors based on our experiences where we may not feel safe, where we have felt threatened.
Let's talk about, like, what does that look like, though? So if I don't feel safe, what does that look like?
So I can be clingy.
Okay.
You can be what?
I can be clingy. I can
Clingy.
call you. I can text you. I can bother you all day and still not feel like you're connected with me. And I can feel like you may be short with me. And then I get in my feelings because I have had this disconnect. And it's come, if you're familiar with attachment style theory, so based on how you have been raised, when your parents gave you certain things, when you cried, they tended to you, they nurtured you. But if you didn't get those as a part of that neglect, you may feel like you need to be known and felt and heard multiple times a day in order to feel like you are really in a whole relationship.
So Tamika said it never goes away. People just learn how to cope somehow. So that's one of the listeners. She said that it never goes away. These adverse childhood experiences. Let's speak to that.
So the experiences are your experiences, so they're part of your history. So they don't go away in a sense where you still have had that because you can't erase it, but you learn how to adapt to it. So you have maladaptive behaviors, you have pro-adaptive behaviors. So you have those behaviors that are healthier than others when you have learned how to deal with those childhood experiences in a healthy way, because it doesn't necessarily impact everyone in a negative way just because you went through it. So those experiences may have been, you may have an ACE score of 4, but you may be healthy because you've done your work and you've addressed those things that you have experienced in your childhood.
Well, wait, stay there right there, because I know Regina got a question.
Well, yeah, I got a couple questions.
You're using terms that the listeners may not know about, like the A score and all of those things. Mia said this sounds like a good conversation. Can't wait to run it back. What's his social media?
My social media is Affecting Change Charlie on IG, Andre Charlie on other platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook.
So we do want to make sure that you do us a favor. If you're watching this morning, you want to make sure that you share. Share is caring, sharing is free. So if you on Facebook, do us a favor and follow us. If you on YouTube, subscribe. And if you're on TikTok, what do you do if
The
you're on TikTok?
tiki-taki,
You
follow.
So yeah, you follow. So give us a call this morning at 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. We might be giving away a gift card this morning. But listen, so my question is this. So I find a lot of people I know, just recently, right? I realized that how certain people are. And I didn't realize how they were. And then you realize that maybe it started when they were in junior high. Because their parents went through, maybe their parents were alcoholics, right? And every time we get together, this person says, you know what, y'all shouldn't drink, y'all shouldn't do this, but they drink. So is that like trauma from childhood that's been following that person their entire freaking life that's getting on my nerves, right? Or do I need to send that person to therapy? I mean, what do I need to do? Do I need to give them do I need to pay for them to get therapy?
Yeah, I think you definitely
I mean,
should do
I'm just being serious because I just thought about that. I'm like, I got this person in my life. They're always trying to tell us what to drink and always trying to tell us this. Just different things, right? But then when I think about their background, you know what I mean? Their parents had issues, right? Maybe their grandmother had issues. Maybe their aunt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's trauma.
So, yeah, because now you're pushing your values off on other people.
Yeah.
Not that they aren't telling the truth, but is it that you need to say this in this moment, in this situation, because having a drink is different than being an alcoholic. Having a substance abuse issue is different than enjoying having social, different whatever it is you do. So having that conversation could also be worthy of having, because those things are impacting them in a certain way, and they probably do need to go to therapy to kind of work through some things because they're projecting.
Yeah.
You're making me nervous right now. Can you put the top on that? On No water.
Because
want
she
that
think you're
water.
going to drop it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So,
just knock it over.
so
Yeah, you making me a little nervous because if you do it, you're gonna knock your phone out and it's gonna go other
It's gonna
places.
cause a big old
And-
so
problem.
that's the
you know.
trigger. You see
Yeah,
how she
that's a
getting
trigger.
triggered because she ain't in control.
That's
a control issue.
That is a
Water on
control
that.
issue.
Control
That's very
issue.
good. That's a good point.
That's a
You
very
know, see, now I didn't want to put the fingers up to you,
But that's okay.
Already?
This is the trigger right here.
I
Get
thought
this.
we
Leave
might
me
be here at
alone.
least 10 minutes
Leave
before
me
we get
alone.
the finger.
But listen, so Drake, I got a serious question. So Regina was talking about, her friend, but let's talk about how these adverse childhood experiences affect us when we get into relationships, especially intimate relationships.
Yes, because now you're becoming
Oh,
vulnerable.
y'all getting
When-
y'all pills and paper.
Yeah.
All y'all women on here. Y'all better
Because,
get
and
some
let me
more
tell you
women
why I
on here.
asked that. Because there's a lot of women who are single,
Yeah.
who are looking for relationships, who wants to be in healthy relationships, but they're finding that they are meeting men, or even that they're being triggered by the interactions that they're having. So let's kind of talk about it.
I like it.
Why
So,
are they being triggered?
Well,
I might be
So-
getting a little offended over here.
yeah, because sometimes
right.
I might be
the
triggered.
women that are looking for healthy relationships
are not healthy.
are not healthy,
Come
but they
on.
want to have power and control over situations, and they project.
No, we
on
don't.
that- see,
here we
that
go.
might have been.
That may be the trigger.
Somebody better call in and then help me out here. Somebody better call in and help me out
So
here.
the men could actually show up healthy, but guess what? When you are healthy and you have a person that is unhealthy, healthy does not look right to you.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you may feel like I'm asking questions. He's offering suggestions. He is being there for me, but I need him to just take control.
Oh, man, but
Yeah. So let's see what Mia
came
said.
to my aid.
Mia said men need to talk too. We have to stop putting this pressure on women specifically. Men need to deal too. Yes, a lot of women are
Yeah.
therapying their way through what people around them need too. That's absolutely true.
That is true, and
'Cause
there
we
are,
get the beat
but,
down. We
but
get the
guess
beat
what?
down.
Because men are actually doing the work as well and learning that they are certain areas where women are not. How can I say? They're not safe.
Men,
Yeah.
men are insecure and they don't have to be insecure.
Well, women are insecure too.
You're a woman, Dr. T.
Yeah, but I deal with men. So
So-
I'm a woman who sits and hear men speak to me. So I'm kind of
Lord, I got I got to get some help this morning.
Because
Can somebody talk to me in
here's
the
the thing,
comments
though.
or call in. I'm just getting beat down by two therapists here.
But here's the thing, men can try to address the situation, and we're going to address the situation. We're going to talk about the facts. We're going to stick to the situation. We're going to try to get it resolved. We're going to try to actually handle it in the most concise way in a time frame that seems to be reasonable to us, and that could be 5 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. It could be 30 minutes. However, that
It
time
could be the
seems to
next day.
always. It could be the next day. I may not want to deal with it right then because I want to be able to handle it the way I need to handle it in an appropriate way so that you're respected, you feel worthwhile, you feel heard. So if I ask for a moment to come back to you and we could talk about this at 7:00, the person that is not healed typically would say, no, we're going to talk about it now.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hear me out. No, you're not. It's important. We need to
Guys
get
want
through
to
it.
come back and they want to schedule the talk because
Be-
they want to They want to take it in.
I want to take it in, process it, and give it to you the way it needs to be delivered. However, if you push me, you might get it the way you never wanted it to do, and then I'm the problem.
Well, but you know what? Sometimes is it possible that people are just listening through trauma ears?
Yeah, well, actually, that's the only thing. Well, if you are not healed, your trauma is listening.
Yeah.
If you're not healed, your trauma is speaking. So you are hypersensitive. You're vigilant in areas you don't need to be. You're in protection mode all the time. So what happens is when we go through trauma, our brain adjusts. The pathways all adjust, as when you may hear a term called neuroplasticity. And that's where your brain and every part of that is adjusted. Your prefrontal cortex, where actually you think and you process things, it becomes minimized, and all of the other areas for safety becomes maximized, that stress response. So you're always vigilant, looking for a situation, or you feel like you are being attacked on a situation that actually wasn't an attack. It was just a response. It was a reasonable response to your reasonable question.
So let me say this. So men are very protective too. Women are protective, but men are protective too of their feelings. Where when they meet a confident woman, right? Women may, we may be on. I said we may be on defense a little bit. We protect our inner, right? But men protect, you know, let me just say, men will flush you out in a minute faster than women will. And the reason I say that because baby mamas, I ain't got no kids, but baby mamas and women, right? We put more of the bullshit up from men, but if we give it to them, they gonna kick the woman to the curb.
Why is it always got to be men against women?
I'm just speaking facts. I'm sorry, I'm just
She
speaking
coming from,
facts.
that's her experience.
Yeah,
That's
I
her
mean,
experience.
Well,
It's
stop
not
saying that's
necessarily
my experience.
fact.
Somebody texting me right now telling me.
Yeah,
that.
but that's their
No,
experience too.
That's
You know what I
their
mean?
experience too,
So
you
that's
know.
their experience. So everybody's experience is not the same. But can you address that? Because you see how I love
Address that
this.
because you coming in. Can you let him answer it? Because I'm about to beat you up on the side.
Baby, I love a good fight.
You know,
I love a
can,
good
can
fight.
I need some more comments? Can somebody call in and help me out this
Well,
morning?
wait a minute.
See,
Tamika
but-
did say
but-
something about
But hold on, because she asked about
Okay.
so men are in protection mode. Yes, men are protective internally and externally. We're protecting you. We're protecting us. We're protecting the environment. We are protectors. We are problem
y'all
solvers.
protecting us?
So we can protect you as well. But guess what? Because if a threat comes and I have to stand in front of somebody and protect you, you're going to expect me to. And if I don't,
I'm
it's going to
expecting
be a
to catch
problem.
that damn bullet.
Yeah, exactly. But if I don't, if I don't
Or
do what
catch
I'm
that-
supposed to do, right?
So whatever you gonna get.
Yeah. So we're protectors. We're also going to be the one that makes sure that we look out for ourselves because a lot of women are not safe places. Because when we talk, are we being heard? Are we being listened to? Are you processing what I'm saying? Or do you have an answer ready the moment my lips start moving, which means you haven't processed what I said. So therefore, I'm going to move in the way that I need to move because I know you aren't going to hear me. If I do trust you and you come back to me at a moment where we're having a debate or I'm vulnerable and you hit me below the belt with something I shared with you, then that's also going to shut me down. And so now I'm not going to be able to communicate with you because I will never trust you again. So those are areas that you have to really be careful of when you are communicating. If you want a man to feel safe and open up, you have to be a safe place to actually have that man open up. And you have to also share and be vulnerable, but not too much. Allow the man space to speak at the space and rate he needs to speak. And then you'll build that foundation because we have not been able to have safe places. Women tend to, or some women tend to use men's platforms and then hit them with the very thing that they shared. So
When
that's
you
why.
say use their platforms, what do you mean?
So you have more power when you have information. So if
And that's
we're-
when we can hit them below the belt.
Yeah.
Say some things that we already know that are gonna trigger them, and we just said at that time when we mad as hell.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
And then you
I'm
wanna-
being real for y'all this morning, okay?
and then you'll have a situation where you do that, and I'm still broken. Because who am I talk to? I might have a therapist, but I see him once a week, and I'm not sharing with my boys this type of stuff. So I'm sitting there trying to get through it, and you bring it back up to your girls and listen. You know, I'm still tripping on that stuff last week, or whatever. You're still dealing with that? That's over. But if she wants to deal with something, and it was a month ago, it's got to be dealt with. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're not here for me. Every time I try to talk to you, you don't want to talk. And we're like, I gave you the answer. I kind of worked through it. I let you know what was up. I gave you the responses that you felt like was acceptable in that moment. And then you're still mad about it.
Yeah.
But I can't bring up what you did last week.
Wow. So that's it's really not it's really not an equal thing. Like so as women, so as a woman, we do want to be heard, right? And I know that there is women, even myself, sometimes I need to deal with it now. But as I'm listening to you, I'm getting a better understanding because I already like I know my husband, I've been married 30 years, so I understand when it's time to talk and when it's time to fall back. But those are things you have to learn. So as women now are looking for relationships and they're dealing with men who may be in protective mode or the woman herself may be in protective mode, how do you get to a space where you trust each other if both of you are in protective mode?
It takes time. This may take a third party therapy, couples therapy works. you're gonna need to be
Therapy work, is that a
honest.
partnership therapy work, or is that just one person going to the therapist?
Both should be going to individual therapy, and you
Okay.
can do couples therapy, because individually, if one person is doing the work and the other one isn't, and the one is understanding strategies, understanding their past and their triggers and their traumas, they're healing through that because they're learning how to have acceptable coping mechanisms and what is actually negative. So you want to get that positive reinforcement going. You want to actually work through some of the areas that you thought that it was the person you're with issue. Your man then isn't doing it. It was actually your father that did it, or your woman isn't doing it. You're mad at your mother. So you're yelling at your woman because you're mad at your mother, but you can't yell at your mother, so you yell at her.
So we have some comments.
We
in the
do.
bottom we need to talk to. Let's
Yeah.
run back up. Tamika, okay. So Mia said, is it sick men versus women narrative world? We need each other.
Yeah.
We definitely need each other, and we deal with the same issues. We actually want the same things. So I really challenged that men against women thing. I want us to have an understanding. I actually had on my my barbershop talk. The last one was understanding each other.
So you
bridging
got
the
what's
gap.
the barbershop talk?
So I do a virtual barbershop talk actually because I'm not a barber, but I just kind of take the topics.
Because I was gonna say, because you ain't got no damn hair. What you doing? I'm just kidding.
I got hair. All this hair you don't see.
Well,
it.
okay, on your face.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay. All right.
But I actually do a virtual talk because it's topics that have come up over the years that I spent in the barbershop because I just cut my hair off over the holidays last year. So I've spent almost 50 years. No. But it's something that that the topics that come up. And that bridging that gap was really important because I had the one prior to that was talking about the weight we carry. And finding out through those conversations, the weight we carry is the same weight.
Yeah.
Women and men had the same concerns in different rooms. We weren't in the same room because they was in the beauty shop.
Mm-hmm.
That's in another breakout. We was in the barber shop, bashing y'all. In the
No, but
That's
you're
okay,
right.
so
You're
I'm-
right.
we
you're
weren't
right.
bashing y'all because we don't
Right.
like to bash y'all. We love y'all.
Okay,
we just
whatever.
need y'all to understand us.
Uh-huh.
And men want to be
look at
respected.
me,
They want to be
uh-huh.
heard.
Look at me,
And
uh-huh.
you all want to be loved, but you all don't get respect. So then that becomes a problem. If you that's a reciprocal thing. We equate love and care with respect.
Yeah.
And how I need respect is how I need respect, which may be different than how my brother needs respect.
That's true.
How my cousin needs respect. We all men, but it comes differently.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be loved the way you need to be loved. Now let it be fair though. When you're unhealed, your requests are typically not fair.
Yeah. Sometimes it's far fetched. Like it doesn't even make sense.
Humans cannot. You can have 6 men that will not meet your needs if you are not healed.
That's true.
You are unhealed and you are bashing and everybody's paying for it when you were hurt at 6, 8.
So in
10,
other words, women,
12.
we're blaming each other. Is that what you're saying?
There is a blame game that
It's a
goes
blame
on.
game.
But let's talk about the accountability piece, though.
Yeah, oh,
You know?
that's a-
so
ooh,
let's
that's
talk
a
about
tough
that
one.
because what I see a lot is that we don't want to take accountability for our own actions, our own unhealed
No, we-
trauma.
no,
we
no,
don't
we
wanna
don't.
take
We don't. No, we
accountability
don't.
for we don't really want to do self inventory.
No.
But yet and still we want
Yeah.
you to be
To make
our-
me happy, make me,
Make me.
put
Say
me,
the word, make,
me,
right?
make.
Well,
And
men do
here's
it
the
too,
thing.
though. But men do it
I'm not.
too.
I'm not even speaking in terms of women. Period. I'm speaking in individuals. So it's not a men versus women thing. I'm just saying individuals. Period. We don't want to take accountability, and so because we don't want to take accountability, it's always you need to make me or you need to do this. When the reality
Or you
of it is,
don't make
or
me.
you don't.
So it's a you with people.
Yeah.
It's a you, but most
Okay.
of the times we're expecting things out of other people that we're not to ourselves or
That's
that we're
true.
not even being to
We're not
anybody
even
else.
doing
But
ourselves.
however, we feel like we are doing it because
Yeah.
when I do this, I wash the clothes, I make sure you got this, I fix your lunch.
And what you do for me.
But guess what? No,
Right.
not even that. Dude is like, I just need you to like welcome me when I'm home.
Yeah.
I just need you to kind of like
Yeah.
let me know that you missed me. I need you
Right.
to kind of. And
I need
all
to
I know
rub
is
your
I get
head.
home
I need to pick
and
up when you
it's,
call.
Oh, baby, I'm glad you're home. Here, I got this. I need you to do this. And the list
the
already
honey-do
started.
list.
But it started at work. Now that we got technology, I got a text message of everything that you done found
honey-do
while you were
list.
at home or what you thought about while you was at work. And then it's going to require labor or money or both.
So in other words, you telling the women, when he come home, he need about a half hour to get himself together. Is that what y'all need?
It's some transition time, and it depends on what that man does and what he needs. It could be 45 minutes, it could be 10, it might not be any, but sometimes that person has to be able to let you know what they need and be heard.
Yeah.
I've heard people
And
say,
likewise.
Nah, you get a break when I get a break.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
But even
We
us,
got the men's side and the woman's
but
side. I
Regina,
like
think
that.
about this,
He said,
like,
oh no, oh
think
no,
about this, Regina.
oh no.
You on your feet all day. You talking to people all day. You chilly.
Well, let me just say,
when you
I'm
first
not on
get
my
off of
feet all
work,
day.
but I'm
sitting
just
on my butt too.
whether you sitting on your butt, you're in a business, right? So the reality of it is, when you get home, you don't want nobody telling you to do 20, 30 things when your mind been racing and you've been running all day long.
But
So
beyond
let
that,
me
though,
just be
guess
clear.
what? Let me tell you, though, the
Well-
other part about men, though. Listen, okay, so you already know that we are protectors, but we also have to protect ourselves. So we done been at work, we done been navigating those situations, and you know, more times than not, we done had some racial situations, something that we had to either address or we had to chew on a little bit from our boss that we didn't necessarily want to, but we had to take it because it wasn't the time to address it. Or we really messed up and we got to eat it because accountability is hard. We got to process that. Then we got to process the traffic. We got to process road rage,
Right.
racial issues in the community,
Definitely gotta do
safety
the road
issues, the violence, making sure that we make it home to you and not trip out at the road rage, not pull that thing out, and all of that thing. You know, it's stuff that goes on in our head from the second we, one, wake up with you, two, leave the door with the community, three, at work, navigating all of that, then your 6 text messages that weren't actually loving and supportive, but they were like, I'm really bothered by yesterday. So now I got to take 16 minutes and respond to you. I got called up by my boss because I was supposed to be in a meeting. Now I got to deal with that too. And you have no regard for that because what you need is very important. That's priority number one with you. And I got to go through that all day and come home to more.
Well, see, but you know what? I got 2 things I got to say real quick. So one is, when I get off work sometime, I don't want to talk. I mean, because I've talked all day. I didn't deal with your problems, my problems, me trying to make sure customers are happy, especially something happened with their car, looking to get them financed. I mean, there's just a lot of talking all day.
A lot of talking all
So
day.
I have to train myself now. And I've been like this for years. Just because I have a free therapist that I call maybe 3 or 4 times a week and get on her nerves, even though I talk to her every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I get my time in,
You get
right?
your time in.
So it's like, I don't want to talk. I want to get to I go right in. And I've always been like direct, but
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Mhm.
Can't be so much direct on some things.
Yeah.
You got to smooth. But let me just, that was just me saying, let me just say it. So I got a question.
But-
'cause I
but
see you
before your
about-
question,
Yeah,
like,
I
I
don't
just-
need no therapy from you
No,
right
I don't
now.
want no therapy. I just want to know
Hold on.
is the best
I don't
time.
need no-
therapy.
I
Yeah.
don't need no therapy from you right now. I'm just kidding.
Pick
Go
up
ahead.
the,
That was
but the
happy
book
acting.
and let's kind of talk to it. Let's breathe for a minute.
You know, that
Let's
was a
take-
trauma trick.
It was. It was just a script because she can't get her words out. So it's like, I need to talk, and you
she
won't
can't
let
get
me.
her way.
I just
Yeah,
really
she
want to
have
know.
a adult
I just
temper
have a
tantrum.
real quick question though. So is the best time to ask you to drive the vet right when you get off work, so you can just say here because you don't want to talk?
Nope.
No, it's not the best time. Oh, let me know.
It
when the
might
best
not be
time.
no best time.
Come on.
You know me, don't you?
Come
you
on.
Know, you know
I'm
me,
gonna
don't you?
I'm gonna put a pretty
Look,
red
look.
C7 convertible in this place,
Look.
and I'm gonna just.
Yeah, that might help.
Oh wait, we got some
That
TikTok
might-
comments to remember.
that
Okay, let
might
me see.
help.
Okay, now go to your question.
Okay, so wait, TikTok is saying
Oh,
what-
she got to get her.
okay, come and
Thank you.
change
She didn't
clothes.
get
Can I get
Yeah,
my...
but our TikTokers, we ignored them.
This the same TikTok that was on Facebook, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Come
did.
in, change
Ma-
clothes, turn
Is this
the work mind off, and step into home mode.
Question, Mrs. TLUC3, aren't you our... she said aren't you the one that said you were watching on Facebook and
Yeah, this
TikTok?
is Miss Lucas. Yeah,
Hey, Miss Lucas. Okay.
this is Sante wife.
You go-
So she watches everywhere.
Oh, that's why we getting so much love. I was like, who is giving us so much love today?
Yeah.
Can I get my question in?
Yeah, go
ask
ahead.
your
Ask your question.
Okay. So, do you think if you a woman, you should have a woman therapist, if you have a man therapist, or what?
So that's a good.
And
Question.
no, hold on, Tamika.
Tamika, you are absolutely right. She
I
said,
can't
yes,
stand you.
Regina sound like you need the therapy also. You know what? She
I
ain't
get
lying.
the therapy. I already get it from Dr. T.
Tell your friend,
Alright.
wait, you need to get paid therapy though, baby. It's a limit
Yes,
to
yeah,
this.
it's a limit.
Oh, yeah,
It-
but-
it-
Oh, you
because-
limit me?
It's
Well,
a limit to everybody, baby.
oh,
It's a limit
I
to
mean,
everybody.
you might
so
just
I'm-
need a different perspective because
Yes.
the other therapists
I'm your
might
friend when
challenge
you
you in
call me.
other areas where Dr. T may
That's
give
a
you a
lie.
little love.
That's a
I
lie.
need no, because I know she tough, she real, she down to earth. I mean, she didn't tell me.
No, she
what
didn't
she
make-
do? What's
no,
up with your
she didn't make me
self-esteem?
wanna-
What are you doing? Why are you shrinking when I
Oh
talk?
yeah, I mean, I'm
know
sorry
she
I
gonna
had to
hit
check you, but
Yeah,
don't, you ain't got to
check
get on
you.
the ticky-tacky and tell
But that's
everybody I
what
checked
friends
you.
do, accountability. And I had to
Yeah.
say, you know what, you're
Well-
right. And I started working on that because I'm like, it's all no. I'm giving you accolades.
I told you to
I'm
man
letting
up. You got
right.
manifest, man up in
But
this
you know what?
thing.
It really
Did
was
I
a
finish my
it was a
question?
humble in areas
Yeah.
that
Did I finish my question?
I'm sorry. That go ahead ask your question,
on,
driver.
Queen.
Come on, you in the seat.
my
Come on, what's up?
Lord.
What's up, Queen?
So, okay, so if you're a woman, does a woman need a
Oh,
woman
yeah,
therapist,
that
or a
there.
man need a man therapist, or do a man need a woman therapist, or a man need a man?
Good
What is your, how do you feel about that? Because, people go through trauma. Sometimes women feel they need to talk to another woman because of their perspective, right? Or do they need to get a man therapist?
So it depends on the person and the individual and what they're going through, what they need. Sometimes you may feel more comfortable starting off with the opposite sex because you may feel they are going to, one, help you, or you have had bad experiences in your relationships and you would like that opposite sex to help you process, understand, get a positive outlook on things. Or, you might want to know, is it you? Because sometimes, that perspective is consistent with your partner's perspective, and you have to decide what you want to do with that information. Then you may also have a time where you want to end that relationship, every relationship, because now you would like to switch to a female therapist. And it's okay because we go a certain point with you and then you can, terminate because you met your goals, and or you feel like you need to actually continue with someone else because it's about the healing journey. It's not a destination.
So a lot of people think that going to therapy, it's not something that they need. And, I'm realizing, ever since I've been sitting next to this one, Dr. T, is that everybody needs somebody they can confide in and talk
Who
to.
is this?
Well,
First of all,
the,
I mean,
you know,
people.
the
I
they,
mean,
the
people.
people.
I mean,
how about
deal with this
well,
one.
No,
like
I'm
you-
just saying. No, I'm just saying in general. I know what I'm
So,
learning.
Regina, you
through what I
found that
need.
right now you have discovered that you need to continue a therapeutic relationship with someone other than Dr. T?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I was lost.
So, because, me with my therapy, right? I've been getting therapy hard for the last 5 years. And it has made me grow, right? Because she challenged me in parts that people don't challenge me in, and it's been trying like, okay, bye, and click, So that's the kind of therapy, the kind of check I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, you,
That's the kind of therapy I need personally. But because you got to be checked, sometimes I feel that because I'm the queen or I'm this, I'm that, I'm doing this, I don't want to be checked.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's not the case. It's not like I'm on a high horse. No, I'm not. But when I think I'm right, I'm right. But
You're not always right.
right, and I'm not always
But you
right.
would believe, so
Right.
that's a good
And
point, 'cause
that's
the way
exactly
we
what she'll tell me,
feel
because that's how you feel, right?
is, and it's accurate in
Right.
sense to you in your mind because it's valid, but it might actually not be accurate, but it
True.
feels like it is because of
Yeah.
your experience, your perspective, and you could be totally off, but you are really in your feelings about
Oh yeah, and I've been in my feelings on quite a
and
few
you
things.
really think that because guess what? Our experiences play a role in that. How we think and process
Right.
what we're
That's
educated
right.
in, what
That's right.
we know about,
That's right.
and we dig our heels in it because it really feels 100%.
I want to go back though. I want to go back to you when you said, should you get a woman or a male? And Dre said it's really it's an individual thing, and that's true because a lot of people, if they had issues with their mother, they don't want to get an older therapist. Or they may not want to get a woman, or they may some people may
think
feel
about
more
that.
But at the same
comfortable.
time, they may want
They may want that. So it depends on the individual. But what I've learned is sometimes when they start out with you, like Dre said, once you get a person to a point to where they're healed or in their journey towards healing is getting better, sometimes they will need to end with you to go with someone else.
To grow, to continue to grow.
To continue to grow. But also, we can only take people so far. Healing is a choice, and you have to choose it every day.
every day. And if you don't want to heal and you feel like you have done the work and you have gotten to a point where you are comfortable, but you may still have those traumas that's still speaking for you, but you feel like there's nothing I can really do when you feel like you have met the goals and you're good. okay.
That's it.
But that's why we keep the door open. Now you
Yeah.
can come back, if that's something that we both agree on in the future.
Yeah. But I love the fact that you're talking about people's responses, because people don't realize that they respond. Their trauma speaks loudly. They don't think it's even trauma, and
Oh.
I see it all the time. And so let's kind of talk about that, how it shows up. Like some people just think that they good, but
Yeah.
trauma shows up in a lot of different ways.
So you may not trust people. You may feel like you need to be alone. You may feel like you can handle things, or you need to handle it, because guess what? That's like that power and control we talked about earlier. Or we feel like you have to have that response in so many minutes after the text or the phone call, because that's your trauma speaking.
What about an adult temper tantrum, though?
That's part of the
That's
temper
part
tantrum.
of it. But I mean,
Adult
when they
temper
yelling
tantrum.
and
Yeah,
how
yelling.
they can't, let's talk about that.
You have a whole. I talk to men about it all the time, because might escape, go play ball, smoke weed, have a lot of fun out there in the streets, do our thing, whatever. And because you didn't get the response you wanted, you didn't get what you felt like you needed. She didn't answer. She was home. She
What
stayed
about
out
run
late.
to other women, though? Is that a response?
What's that?
What about run to other women or run to
That's
other
what I was
men?
meant.
What do you
like,
mean?
That's what I was
What do
like
you
when
mean?
we was out in the
So,
streets,
like,
but I
when
wasn't
you,
calling
when you
them out.
frustrated and things like that, if you didn't get the response you wanted from your mate,
Yeah.
it's easy for the outside individual to come in and fill that void or that
Yes,
gap.
because you also are looking for something. So if you are looking for something, you'll
that's
find. If I
good.
look for somebody to answer me or fill that void or make me feel, say, I'm gonna hit up Tina, because Tina always hear me, so she gives me what I need. My woman give it to me. Danger zone. Same thing with I'm hit up Scoot. Scoot was like, I'm here for you, whatever. He ain't doing what he need to do. Something, yeah, that. Oh, all right, I'm about to swing over there for a minute, man. I'm just pissed. I need the boss to scream. Danger zone. Don't let no one
Let's talk
in.
about. That's what I wanted to talk about. The danger zone.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
That area you feel, quote unquote, feel safe. You feel like he hears you. You feel like she hears you. That's your homie. That ain't nothing going down. That's just and they're just
Until it do.
building a foundation, and
Until
nothing
it do.
did go down until it did.
Into it.
And we didn't know it was gonna go down, but that moment, because guess what? He was long waiting. She was long waiting. And they may have been having the same issue. And now we hear each other, we connect, and you quote unquote trauma bond, and you connect.
Trauma bond.
And there we boom. So two people with traumas, unhealthy, they're hearing each other, they're understanding each
Let's
other.
talk about the trauma bond. What
But
is a trauma bond?
I was
Is
doing
it B-O-N?
it.
Is it B-O-U-N-D?
Nah.
No, B-O-N-D.
Oh, okay,
And they
my bad,
bonded
my bad.
together
Bond.
with unhealthy characteristics coming together for
So two people trauma bound.
Yeah, and then they became
Bond.
one,
Bond.
and they were bounded to something
So
else.
you got two fools together that got trauma.
Exactly, but they feel comfortable though, because you understand me, man. You're the first person that ever
heard
understood
me,
me,
right.
that ever heard me. Oh my God, I can't believe.
Oh my God.
And it's like, yeah, oh my God, because guess what's gonna happen in 3-6 months?
Yeah.
Boom.
It's gonna be a blow up.
And you are not going to be able to repair it. And every day is going to be something. So you got through the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
Good. But now, two unhealthy people can only lead to disaster and chaos. One person that's healthy and one person that isn't healthy is going to be tension, and it's going to be tenuous, and you're going to have issues, because one person is going to be trying to comfort the other one, minimizing their needs and expectations, because they got to always compensate for yours.
Yeah.
So those are the ways that happens. And then guess what? Everybody's not a narcissist. Sometimes
Everybody's not. Can you repeat
it's
that
only
for the
what
people in the back?
5% of the
It's
population
only 5%,
total
but this is the
out of the
word now.
world. The
But
world,
everybody using this
5%.
word.
So you done dated 20 narcissists, 10 narcissists. Have you even dated one? No, you dated
That's
somebody.
right. They wake up to themselves every day. People need to realize you wake up to you every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are the problem.
You are the problem. And sometimes
And
you do have
sometimes you are
a
not
problem
the
with someone.
problem.
Sometimes you're not
And
the problem,
sometimes you
Regina.
are not the
You are
problem.
not. You're absolutely right.
Sometimes you're
But
not
guess
the
what? You have somebody that is self-centered. That doesn't make them a narcissist. You have someone that doesn't handle accountability
Yeah.
well.
Or haven't coped with something.
Yeah.
It's true. They're being triggered.
So-
it's not narcissistic.
It is
may be
their
the
trauma
behavior
speaking.
may look like it, but it does not mean that they're narcissistic.
Yeah.
The behavior might look like
Yeah.
it.
there is so many categories you have to meet to actually be.
Oh,
a
look at
narcissist.
this. This issue could be a full series. We need more of these
It
conversations.
should be. It really should be. But listen, we're gonna give you a little
therapist
bit.
corner.
Well, we got therapists on it. We used
Yeah,
to.
that's
So look,
Get that
this
for you.
is, and so since this is Men's Health Month,
Come on, let's talk
we
about
got
it.
look, men. That's what. Guess what, men. That's why you had 3 men on here
Because it's
already.
men's.
Guess what?
Right,
you didn't
right,
know, but
that's right,
boom, here
right.
we go. And
And
we
that wasn't
need.
even planned. That was that was.
I guess I need to come back next week. No,
She said it wasn't playing.
yeah, it wasn't playing, but I thank y'all for fitting me in because
She
guess
said
what?
it wasn't playing though.
It wasn't playing.
It
She
was
said it
planned.
wasn't planned.
I mean, it was planned, but
But
it
she-
wasn't like it was like all 3 men in
I
a
bet
row.
you
because
I
of
knew it
men
was
month.
men's health month.
You did because guess what? You're more balanced than
I
other
was just
people.
She
Yeah,
is.
no, you can't be talking about the queen player. Can't nobody
I ain't
talk
about
about
to
it but me.
look.
this
Look,
is
I like
happening.
that. Show up for her.
Listen,
I was
Listen, on
scared. I
some
knew I was
things-
gonna get the right hook.
Listen, on some things she's more balanced on, and that's why when I'm not balanced on something, she kicks me in to make.
And
me
that's
balance.
how relationships
Yeah,
work,
that's
but
how
friendships
relationships
and
work, yeah.
romantic
Yeah.
relationships. And so, if you know that you are not good with money, and your girl is, and you want to have a harmonious household in the
Right.
future, kind of let her kind of take the lead, even
hear
though you
me?
don't want to. Or if you know you aren't, and you are the lady. And you spending all the money, let him take the lead. That's how it build on the strengths of one another. If she's the organizer, let her organize. If he's the one that can do the laundry better than you, do it. You might fold better
Amen.
than him.
Let him do it.
So let him do it. But it may be vice versa. But hey, this is a team. And how does the team has a common goal. A lot of people aren't meeting and talking and having these conversations to get to the root of, okay, so what is it that you like? What triggers you? What's the rule? What's our goal? What's
Yeah.
our vision for this household?
Yeah, now that's
They're not
good.
doing that.
That's
Well, you, but
good.
see, you
Talk about
you
that.
have to start the vision far as with the relationship before you get to the household, because that's why you see people that get married and they married for 6 months and they divorce because they did not have that.
They didn't have the conversation. They didn't even
That
understand
courageous
each other.
conversation.
They had
They was on-
fun
they was
and they
acting
enjoyed
on
each other.
emotions and feelings.
Yeah, and that ain't gonna
now
work.
We in something, but here's the thing: when you in something that you thought was good and now you find out it's bad, how can we still make this work? Because we are in a society now that we ready to
bail
cancel
out.
people out. We out of here. I mean, we trading in marriages like we trading in cars,
Yeah.
or we trading in relationships, or we just getting rid of people. But the reality of it is, how can we be an adult about this? How can we take the situation that's not so pleasant out and make it work for us? Because if you got two willing parties that's willing to making it work, you got to be willing. So when you in something that's not pleasant, instead of running, jumping the coop, to say, hey, what can I do? And sometimes we got to do some inner work. It's
What
us.
can I
Like,
do?
what can I do?
Self-inventory. Yeah.
You do self-inventory, but you also have to do some work.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times we run from the work because it's
Yeah.
But guess
uncomfortable.
what?
But don't abort the assignment because it's uncomfortable.
We're so
from the
used
work,
to
running from the work.
so used to avoiding. We don't have
Right.
any emotional regulation.
Come
we don't
on,
have any
emotional regulation.
There's
You on my street
we
now.
can't because that takes work. It takes energy.
work.
It drains you, and all we want is peace and fun.
Yeah.
But that peace is only going to get you so far because you really have not. Your role in this is what you have to look at. How did I contribute to that argument, and did I do everything I needed to do to create peace and understanding, to come to a mutual agreement? Did I do what did I do
or didn't do?
And when you come to the man, you can talk about, I felt this way when you did. He
Yeah.
can say, I felt this way when you did, and don't attack him. Help him to understand if that's not what you meant, if that wasn't your goal. But primarily, when someone is healthy, when they have dealt with their issues, childhood issues, they're going to first apologize.
They're gonna
They're going to
apologize.
validate your feelings, that you feel that way, and I want you to know that I see you, I hear you, and I feel you. I want you to know that that was not my intent. This is what I was meaning. It didn't come out that way, and I will be sure to do A, B, and C in the future so that you don't know, so that it doesn't land that way. So you actually are intentional about it, but you got to be humble. You got to be vulnerable, and that's unsafe. Those are those areas. The best and strongest relationships and marriages have the toughest conversations
Yeah.
like this.
Courageous
That's how they last.
conversation.
That's
Yeah,
the
courageous.
only way. Because if you ignore, if you just minimize, if you just say that's all right, it's coming back up. It's kind of like Drano and a plug in a drain that needs to be snaked out.
Yeah.
It's only going to do so much work because you really need the plumber to come out.
So I got
Regina, She like
She
get
got
to that.
questions.
She got questions.
What's up with you?
So, question. Do therapists have healthy relationships with their girlfriend or their boyfriend or their partner? Because, therapists
Yeah,
are
we
giving
do.
advice out.
Because what makes you think we wouldn't? Why would you think we wouldn't?
All of them. I mean, it's some therapists. out
Some
there.
therapists what?
Relationship.
So what?
Did y'all notice I got to tag everybody out here?
What do you mean?
So let me
There
just
are
say-
some unhealthy stuff. happening.
Yeah,
so
dog.
Terry Porter, that's my cousin. She said, I love this, very interesting. Here. Thank you, Terry, for watching from all the way from Mulberry, Florida. Thanks, cuz.
Hey,
Thanks
for
watching.
real.
And I
We-
think she knew, but let's get back to my
We
question.
got.
I got a
I'm
track
with your
for
question.
you.
I'm for real.
So wait a minute,
Listen,
so
you're right.
Do therapists, do they have what?
I said you got to ask it again.
Yeah, I got to ask again for the people in the front, people in the back, and the middle. Do therapists have healthy relationship with their boyfriend or girlfriend or mate or partner, spouse, whatever you want to call them? Do they always have healthy relationships?
No,
No.
because we're human. Therapists
You
are
use the
human.
word always.
Therapists, yeah. No, there are
Okay,
challenges.
you hear me? I got my arms crossed like
Because they're
No, but first you was like
but
this,
Listen,
and now you like this. So you already letting us know that you guarding yourself.
Yeah, guard, totally guard.
You
I
put
want
you
right
like
answer.
this.
This
This is like
and
this.
this.
I want the right answer
No, but
because
look,
when I
you
was
went
like
like
this,
this,
I was like,
like-
yep.
But
yep,
look, you
yep.
did
And
like
I'm
this, like
mhm.
back up off me,
No,
and
no.
then you like
Now I'm closed,
No,
right?
I'm closed.
No,
off.
I'm just
Say
saying
whatever
because
you want.
y'all
we was playing with you, playing in your face.
Because y'all like,
We
yeah,
playing in your
Yeah,
face.
we playing in your
Okay,
face.
we playing in
I
your
was like, yeah.
We knew we were playing in your face. Here's the
and
thing
I
about
said,
it.
hold on, give me the real.
But here's the thing. We knew we were playing in your face, and we are going to come back and actually be accountable for
Oh, so
that
y'all
because
just
there are
played
some
me.
people we was
Y'all
just
just played me.
playing, I'm just playing a little bit. But when people aren't, when they are not self-aware,
yeah, we having a good
when
show.
they are not
We
self-aware,
having a good show.
boom, they're like, oh yeah, and really mean it. But no, that's not true. So we got our set of issues. We have our thing.
Okay.
We know theory. We know the practice. We know what works. We know. But then there's moments when you have emotionality and on the other side, I can take that therapy hat off because this is you and I. It's
So, ladies,
good
you
if
can
I
take your
use.
wig off or take your hair off, and you can just,
Take your braids down, do what you gotta do.
Don't take too much. Listen,
But I love how you said that though, because we are human, and I talk about feel, deal, heal all the time, and sometimes I got to step into my own, my own conversations,
Yeah.
right? And Regina, it doesn't matter who you are. When you are human, there are things that's gonna trigger you. There are things that's gonna make you mad, but it's all in how you respond to it.
Right. When
And
I
so
can't drive
therapists are
that
trained to
vet, I
respond
get
different.
triggered.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you tell me no, I'm gonna be triggered and I'm just gonna go
you
get
about
it.
to be triggered and crying in because you ain't getting that vet. But okay, next.
yeah. I totally understand where you're coming from.
Perfect.
But
That was a
Perfect.
great answer.
But you need to feel, heal, and deal that you're not.
Oh.
Gonna get the
You
keys.
did it back. You said it back, but it's okay.
Yeah, next time. I'm
You know what? He got to, just for y'all, we're playing over here because you know what? He has a whole fleet. He has a whole fleet.
I love cars. I love cars.
He's a
But
broker.
listen,
He's a broker. He has a car broker. He has
and let me tell you something. I had an issue with cars. Like I kept buying them. So that made I had to compensate and ask God, help me have a healthy
talk
way
about
to
overcompensation.
deal with this car thing because I keep spending money every year. I'm getting a car, selling a car. Doing that, I gotta have two cars because you can't just have one car because some go down with one. And, I like this one, so I got a pickup. I got a truck. I
That
got
show
a
up in
a
different
sports
areas
car.
of your life, so you using cars to overcompensate. You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
putting me in the seat?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, you in the hot seat right now.
For those who
No,
are
you in the hot
listening,
seat right now.
Sometimes we think that our behaviors and that some of the things we do is because we actually love and like to do them. That could be, but sometimes we're overcompensating for other areas in our lives that we haven't dealt
Right,
with.
because it's not gonna talk back to
It's
me, and
not
when they
gonna
talk, it's gonna give me that roar that I like instead of that look.
And I can take it as fast as I want to or slow it
when
down.
I want to.
You know?
Like when my Challenger, when I turned it on, and I flew to Baltimore to get it, and I didn't know that it didn't have the exhaust that I needed. It was like a kitten purr, and I needed that lion roar, and I'm like, come on, no. So I was mad all the way back to Detroit from Baltimore. First place I went was the exhaust shop because I needed delete the mid mufflers.
Now, why? Why did you need to do
Because
that?
I need that feeling.
You need that
Okay,
power.
so
Hear
listen.
it.
You need the power. So for those who are listening, so these are things that we tell ourselves, right? That I need this, but sometimes we just overcompensating for the things we don't have.
So you trying to
Because
say
guess
you really,
what?
really didn't need
Yeah,
it?
because we can avoid that relationship.
We can avoid the
avoid
relationship.
going home, having that hard talk. We can avoid the
Did you
fact
just
that.
deflect?
No, he just told the truth.
Yeah, because
And
that's
so,
like.
How y'all like that
when you
word,
in set,
deflect?
Yeah, that was good because that would have worked if I was deflecting, but I wasn't. I was actually giving a reason. So that was the way that
can't
people
stand you right
they
now.
compensate. I know it's cool, but that's all right.
so
'Cause
it
we
might
can-
not be
you cannot
cars,
like
it
me.
may be other stuff.
It
though,
may be.
you know,
It may be.
sex.
It may. Okay, I can say these words.
It
All right.
may be spending money. It may be.
It might be drugs. It might be
multiple
powder. It
relationships.
might be weed. It might be shopping.
Alcohol, it
It
could
might be any number of things. You put whatever it is because
Yeah.
it can overcompensate for what you really need to deal with. Because
Right.
it help you can avoid that inner work with toys or your habits
Yeah,
or the
that's
street
true.
gambling. I don't have to look at me. But what happens is if you do anything too much and you're not dealing with the real thing, it's
Yeah.
going to there's going to be an issue.
It's gonna alter who you
So-
are all the way around. And so here's the thing: you got to deal with the core.
The core is what matters, so you can be
matters.
balanced in every other area: spiritual, emotional,
yeah.
mental, and did I say physical?
You didn't say physical.
So
but
all
that's-
of that works together. So
Yeah.
that's it. You have to have peace in all those areas, or you're going to have that dissonance. For those of us that have a few years on this, back in the day, we had the little radio dial or channel on the TV, especially when you're trying to get to the lower channels with all those numbers. And then you have to adjust the little thing to get, or the antenna, or the fork, or the knife, whatever it is you had back in the day. That's static. If you're not balanced in all of those areas, basically from your childhood experiences, you may not be balanced in some areas, and you're trying to get to balance, you're going to have dissonance. You're going to have static. If you hear two notes on the keyboard that are too close together, they're not going to be harmony. There's going to be a dissonance.
Yeah.
It's going to have a clash. And that's what you're experiencing when you haven't dealt with your own stuff. We haven't even
That's
gotten
good.
to your partner. So
Right.
you have to deal with your stuff, and your partner is not responsible for making you happy or giving you peace. They are responsible for showing up the way they show up, and show up with respect, love, kindness, understanding, and being a willing participant in the relationship.
That's good.
Other than that, that is all on you to do your work so that you bring everything you're asking for in your relationship. If you're not bringing it, you cannot require it.
That's good. So we're gonna have to have a part two of
We
this
need part
because
two.
we ain't really
We ain't
talked
get to
about.
the
We ain't even
aces.
get to the aces. We're gonna have to have
Oh,
a
we
part
did?
two. No,
We on-
I know
Get
we
to
did.
part
I
two.
mean,
But Dre, you got
Especially
some
in our
upcoming
community.
things. So for those that's listening, you got an upcoming thing right here: the celebration of 50 years, investment in the future. He's having a legacy gala. So can you talk briefly about this and tell those who are listening if they want to come, what they
Yes.
can do? And for the men, you have Manifest coming.
Yes. So actually, it's Manifest. This is a mental health wellness conference for everyone to attend. It's men focused. Women are allowed to come, but we are talking about how mental health impacts men, and we show up in the household. So we are opening it up to everyone. And if you purchase a ticket, I want to have a youth component for men, for boys 10 to 17, because it's important that they actually be a part of those conversations on how to have emotional regulation and how these childhood experiences can be impacting them and what they can do. Also, we're going to have tons of breakout sessions in the afternoon, well, actually throughout the day. So men to heal, men's going to heal. I got people coming from all over the country.
Yes, I'm excited.
Atlanta, New York, Jersey, Connecticut, all over the country are coming to pour into us. And it is July 10th is a welcome reception. July 11th is the whole shebang for that day, 9 to 3, 7 p.m. The Manifest Legacy for a fundraiser. It's a gala. We're going to put on that stuff.
You gonna put that stuff on?
Yeah, man.
Put that
Black
stuff on.
tie, semi-formal. Come on.
How
Bring
do
it the
we-
way you bring
how
it.
much is it? How do we get a ticket?
So ticket
What's
for
up?
the conference is $75. Ticket for the for the gala, $75. There is a fundraiser so that we can keep this programming going throughout the year. And, we're a nonprofit, so it's tax deductible, write it off. And anything above those ticket prices, we take donations. And we are also taking items in so that we can do in our side of auctions. So anything you can do, and we need sponsors, of course. So we are still looking for that. And we have vendor tables. So achangedetroit.org, ACHANGE. Detroit.org.
One more time.
ACHANGE Detroit.org is the website where you can come and buy your ticket. You can do a vendor table. You can do anything you want, and we will accept any
Well, you
donations.
can't do anything you want, but within
yeah,
the parameter of the
within the
con-
parameter
So
of it.
listen, y'all who watching, we appreciate y'all. It's Saturday morning, but listen, we gonna do part 2 with Dr. Dre. So be on the lookout. We got part 2 coming because we haven't talked about ACEs yet. But he told you July 11th. Make sure that you go to the website, get those tickets. You want to be in the house, men, young men, get your men. Manifest is
This
here.
weekend we have a Father's Day sale. I forgot it's buy one get one free. So go buy that ticket and get one free this weekend.
Yes, buy one get one free this week. All right, well listen, happy Saturday. We appreciate y'all joining us. Stay tuned for part 2. You'll see it in a couple weeks. You'll see part 2. He'll be, we gotta get the doctor back in. He be busy, so we'll be
Let's
back
go.
after Manifest. Okay, y'all. Happy Saturday.
Be healed.
Saturday.
Work on it.
Be healed.